Hi, my name is JT Eagan. I'm a lecturer of accounting in the Daniels School of Business here at Purdue University. I specialize in tax accounting. So a lot of people are wondering, should I file my return as soon as I get my information? And interestingly, this year, you might want to wait. Currently, Congress is considering some what we call extenders, and if these extenders pass, it may impact things like the child tax credit and increase that child tax credit a bit. If you file too early, you run the risk of actually missing out on that and wait for the IRS to do a catch-up. You will be made whole, but it might take some additional time. I'm seeing a lot of folks that it might make more sense for them to wait until mid-February to file, even though they have their information. And speaking of getting information, not everything comes in the mail any longer. So be very leery of any situations where you might have to go online and log into your account and download your tax form. Not everything is coming in the mail. It's really, really easy to check a little benign box to say that you agree to receiving electronic statements and you won't get them in the mail. So make sure you've got all of your information, not just the stuff that came in the mail, but the stuff you need to download as well. The child tax credit that we talked about that might get adjusted in the past with COVID has been as much as $4,000. It has since reverted back to its pre-pandemic level of $2,000. We'll see if that number gets changed anymore, but right now it's at $2,000, so that remains unchanged. So don't miss out on credits. I would say that's one of the bigger pieces that folks tend to forget about. And right now there is a lot of energy credits that you could pursue. So if you got new windows and they're energy efficient windows on your house, there's actually a small tax credit that will get generated simply because you bought and installed energy efficient windows and you're improving your property. So start to think about the insulation that you put in, the cost of installation and the cost of the actual windows, maybe new roof, a door. All of those items could potentially generate an energy efficiency credit. Also things like a new furnace, a new water heater, new HVAC system, those all can potentially create an additional credit for an activity that you already did. So grab those receipts and don't hesitate to push on whether or not those should be generating a tax credit for you. Yeah, so if you miss the filing deadline, you don't have to panic. Nobody's coming to knock on your door and haul you off in an orange jumpsuit. That would be the absolute extreme. If you miss the deadline, be prepared for some notices. And if you get some notices, my advice is don't sit on them. They are not a fine wine. They do not age well with time. Often with IRS notices, they come in a very discreet envelope that says U.S. Treasury Department on that, Internal Revenue Service, and it's being mailed to you. One of the things that I will say is if you miss a filing deadline, nobody's going to call you that you missed it either. Only in very, very rare circumstances will the IRS actually call you. They will send you mail as opposed to calling you. So if somebody calls you, my advice, just hang up because it's probably a scam.